Tian Swanepoel, and in the wing. Superb flick.
In die rechtervleugel.
A strong fin.
What can I do?
Good afternoon guys, Coach Team here. It's another match, it's another fixture between these two great schools, Selborne College and Dale College. We are live in East London. The weather is beautiful, 29 degrees, the wind only 18 kilometers per hour, and there's 0% of precipitation. But I'm not alone, I'm with the legend, the man himself, Lyle Hansen. So how are you?
Setu, it's a great day to be here. Two great sides. Selborne Dale derby at home is always going to be entertaining, and we look forward to another humdinger of a match.
Oh, there we go. Hopefully the boys did their shoulder press during warm-up, because I've got a feeling that somebody's shoulder's going to work today. All right, now before we get into it, I had a young chat with the Dale College 8th man, Usimnike Keke. Good afternoon guys. Coach Team here. Hey, listen up here. I'm with my main man, Usimnike Geke, all the way from King Williamstown, representing the first team from Dale College. I'll just ask the young lad just a few questions just to understand what's happening. Hey Sim, listen up here. So tell me, what have you guys been doing this week to work on the past weekend's mistakes?
Afternoon, Coach. This week everything was all about defense, everything, because like last week's game, we are lacking defense because of the weather, but we can't blame the weather. And yeah, everything in attack, everything is fine, and we're good in attack.
All right, that's great. Hey, one thing I can tell you guys about defense, Faka, shoulder, Chana. All right, listen up here. So tell me, how has Craven Week make you a better player?
Being on Craven Week side, it's been a great experience. I've learned a lot of things, and we've been doing too much things, and it was a great experience. I can't say much.
All right, great answer, mate, great answer. Now, lastly, before I let you go, tell me, how are the boys feeling for today's fixture?
The boys, everyone is keen for today's game and excited. Like, we just want to play now, we can't wait. And we have a lot of things to prove, and yeah, can't say, just want to play now.
Oh, yes, I can feel the energy buzzing from this young lad. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there was a Usimnike Geke, captain for Dale College, if I'm not mistaken. All right, Coach Team out. Commentary box. Have it. What a man, what a play. I'm looking forward to watching him play. And not the only one I spoke to, also had a chance to speak to under 14 player Uminati Nsomi. This is what he had to say. Good afternoon guys, Coach Team here. I'm with the youngin of Dale College, repping under 14As. Right, I'll ask him a few questions real quick. First of all, Imanati, tell us, who's your favorite first team player, mate?
I would go with Tanda Goko, because he's my old man and he's playing well and we're playing the same position, so he inspires me.
Oh, so he's inspired by his older brother. All right, tell us, see that the under 14A players just played their game. They started off the fixture with the game against under 14As of Selborne. Tell us, what did you guys do today? How do you guys play?
Well, we played well in the first half, but at the last minutes of the game, we let the guys through the gaps and we made silly mistakes.
Well, it's quite simple in defense. I said that to Sim Keke. In defense, you must faka, shoulder, chana. All right, quickly, let's stop here. So tell us, what are your predictions for today's final game against Dale first team and Selborne?
I think Selborne would win, but it would be a tough score.
All right, he said that Selborne's going to win the game. Stay tuned and find out more. Coach Team, checking the commentary booth. There we go. Also forgot to mention that is also in the top 10 in academics. Not only do we promote rugby, we also promote education and good results. All right, and last but not least, I had a chance to speak to one of the Selbornians, Oyama, the champ is here. Oh yes, this is what he had to say about the predictions. Good afternoon, guys. Still Coach Team here with my main man.
Champion, yeah.
Oh, yes. Listen up here. Selborne played in the 5th team. But now just a few questions just to check what is going on with him right here. Hey, first of all, tell me, Mr. Champion, how did you guys play today against the mighty Dole?
Yeah, we played well. A couple of errors at the beginning, but I mean, we did manage to tie it up at the end, and yeah, we took the W.
Oh, yes. W, win, win, win all the time. All right, now tell me, do you have first team aspirations?
Yeah, I did in the junior grades. I had first team aspirations, but now growing up, not really looking to play first team. But I mean, it would be a pleasure to put on the black and white jersey.
Oh, yes. I can feel the ambiance. All right, now last question before I let him go. Tell me, what are your predictions for today's fixture?
Oh, I think Selborne's definitely going to take this one, eh?
All right, confident man. All right, guys. Coach Team,
Champion.
check in the commentary box. What a lad, what a lad. Oyama champion. There we go. Now seeing that now there are a couple of SA school players who are not playing today, like Wilson and Taylor. But let's have a look who's starting here on the Selborne first team. At first we have Uluyolo Beteni, an academy under 18 player. And we have Ruan Potgieter, Oyisa Gianni, Cullen Opperman, Aiden van Vack, Dean Stokes, Josh van Vrienden, Raiden Masters, Damon O'Connell, Matthew Carlse, Nkoka Ngobe, Mtungwa Mapansela, who be the captain, Mangaliso Mapinda, and Linokuhle Sandi, and on the fullback, the Twinkle Toes. Oh yes, Sibusiso Javu, bro. Now let's have a look on the Dale side. Stanson.
Yeah, on the Dale side that played last week, couple of changes. We have their fly back Iko Patini, who was injured, but great players in Jumbo number 4. Hammond is the border player. Their captain Tandra Gokre is very good, and obviously we had the interview with Zim Geke, very good player. Their fullback obviously Tanda Zorki, who played flood last week. He moved to fullback, and then obviously their Craven week and the SA player Indi Tieda. Now he'll be one to watch out for this today. But from last week, that tough game against St Andrews in the wet. This is more like Dale's weather. Good dry conditions. They're going to run the ball from everywhere, I can guarantee you that.
Oh, there we go. That's where you have it, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see now, the cheerleaders getting the ambiance. You can check his face. They're all covered up. I hope they're going to cover in defense today. It's about to go down. So tell us, before the game starts, the stats between these two teams in the previous season.
Yeah, we just had a look at this year's season. We have a look at the games played. Selborne, obviously, the side that's been in great form. They've played 15 games so far. They've won 13, only losing 2 this season. They've had a massive points count for, so they can see a side of attacking potential. 556 points for, and only 196 a game. So they're averaging 38 points a game and only conceding 13. So as you look at that, they're going to be a side to be very dominant on attack. They use their big forwards and they use their outside backs very well. On the other hand, you look at Dale. They've played 13 games this year, 7 wins, 5 losses, 1 draw. And points for 392, points gains 271. Also quite high on the average points for. They scored an average of 30 points a game, and obviously conceding a high amount of 21 points a game. But like we said, this is Dale. They'll rock up today. I can guarantee you after last week's game against St Andrews, Coach Griffey would have had them hard at work this week.
Yeah.
This is their style of rugby. They love to come out here. The weather's good. It's hot. It's dry. There's good running potential around here. And if they can keep their ball and play a high tempo against a big pack, you never know what might happen today.
There we go, there we go. Also with Selborne, seeing that they arrested the SA school players, still Selborne. Each and every week they come with a proper side. And also with Dale, they won't go down fighting. We are expecting a clash of the Titans. Oh my goodness. But then again,
that's the two of us. I set you on the left-hand side of the screen.
boom!
And I tell you guys, this weather is absolutely fantastic. It's going to build up for a great game of running rugby. Setu, we only got the first 15 side. We've got starting lineup 1 to 15. We're not too sure yet whether Huerson or Day or Jared Taylor will be on the bench. We just know that they're not starting today, which could be a big factor for the Dale side.
Yeah, definitely. Seeing that Huerson and Taylor aren't starting the game, honestly, it will be a huge psychological boost because they are the main ball carriers. They are the go-to guys in the front foot ball. But either way, the players that are replacing them today, they will get the job done.
Yeah, you can see that pack of the forwards from Selborne side missing quite a few guys as we look at the couple of injuries.
Yeah.
I know guys that played for the Cravenweek side, there's 1 or 2 guys not playing. So you never know what might happen on the day. Sport's a funny thing. Great draw for the Springboks this morning against New Zealand in New Zealand. Doesn't happen often.
Yeah.
But like we said, at each day you've got to take it as a new day, get on the field and play the best of your abilities and see what happens.
Definitely. Going back to that Springbok and New Zealand game, it only matters to the last whistle. You play to the whistle. You don't stop playing. You just keep it going. You keep it flowing like the water. There we go. We're on in a couple of seconds. But then again, with Dale, they're looking like they're ready to play. They're looking like they want to upset a lot of people who are out here today.
Yeah, the Dale side, see them run on the Espateni at number 10. Kokra, the captain, is clapping them on. He'll be one to watch too. He's very strong on the ball, very good, strong runner. And we've got Hammond at number 6. And we're watching their number 11s, also very good. And here comes the Selborne pack.
Here comes the home side. Going in with this Vinini, bro. It's going to be a proper game, this. I've got some schoolboy rugby fever where I put my tissue.
As we look at the last final preparations for the guys, going down, just having a prayer or two, having a good word. That's one of their biggest supporters at the school. He's been at this school for quite some time. We just give a shout out to the ref. We've got Wesley Pelican Moss. He's been an old rugby player turned referee. He's from the Barbarians Refereeing Society in East London, and he'll have his hands full today. I can guarantee you that now.
Yeah, I've got so much respect for him. Also ref one of my games when I was at Selborne 2 years ago. Good ref. Looking forward to him.
Nice and young guy. They called him Pelican. At school he had very thin legs like a pelican. And he's looking forward to a great game today. And he does a great job for the society here in East London.
Definitely. As the Selbornians now about to sing the school song.
Yeah, it's their last game at home this season. The next week they're away to Grey in PE. So they will look to give everything they've got, especially the matric boys, knowing that this is the last time they'll be playing on their home ground.
It's more than just a game. It's all about pride, tradition.
That's what makes schoolboy rugby so good, Setu. Makes it lovely to watch.
Definitely.
And we're talking about the spectators here, folks. There must be at least 3,000-4,000 people here just gathered around on the small schoolboy field, ready to get this game underway.
You can just see the passion in these boys. You can see how they sing. This is more than just a school. It is life. And I know for a fact that they are aware that next week is Grey. So they have to make sure they put in a good performance today.
Yeah, we're getting ready to get underway as this game now starts to... Both sides gets ready for the kickoff. Looks like Selborne will be taking the kick. They're playing from your screen left to right. And it's going to be a pulsating game.
Mr. Nomlomo, he's going up the ranks pretty well. He's going up the ranks.
You're a fantastic guy. Very good to have a chat to him if you ref one of his games. He'll just have a quiet word with you and just ask you 1 or 2 questions, but very respectful to the refs and to other coaching staffs as well.
Legends, complete legends. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the wait is over. And we're off. Kickoff from Selborne. They let the ball bounce. Not a good start. Here we go. Misses 1 tackle, 2 tackles. Proper leg drive there. He's getting some assist. Safety first. Kicks down. Chases on. 15 gates. What's he going to do on the counter? Whoops. Khabula. Oh, got him there. Good clean. The Dell boys have to make sure they put in a solid performance, especially on defense. The only way they can get under their skins is by hitting them all. Oh, that was close. That was close.
That's great work here by someone to keeping the ball as much as possible, Setu.
Definitely. I mean, you have to make sure you get the position so you can starve them of that position. Because Selborne reminds me of New Zealand. Because when you starve them of position and hit them hard, that's when they make mistakes. Gets the ball there from the pillar. Good cover defense there. Hey, twinkle toes, passes right through. Oh, I thought the offload was on there. Ish. Foot in touch? No. They're building up phases nicely inside the 22. The boys have to fuck his shoulder today because the Selborne boys are coming in, building up phases. Oh, he loses it. Yes, they still have it. Ooh, building up phases. I can hear one of the Dale boys screaming, fuck his shoulder. There we go. It's holding there. Oh, good tackle there. Well done.
Great work. There was great patience from Dale. There you can see there, Setu, they were waiting for the ball to come down. We thought there was a knock on early on, and straight onto the tackle, straight onto the ball. First man on his feet. He's entitled to play it. Good turnover ball. Great defense there by the Dale side.
No, great defense, great defense. But now they have to keep that up for 70 plus minutes.
Yeah, we know the Selborne side's going to come at him hard.
They're going to come hard.
Just in the intro as we were before the game went on, we saw Taylor and we saw Goosen in the reserves jersey. So I can guarantee you they will come on in the second half.
Definitely, definitely. I'm sure that's like the secret weapon that Mr. Nomlomo has in store for us in the second half, or maybe sooner. First line out of the game. Oh, gets the ball, goes in straight. That Hammond right through. He's not going down. Good player that. Now Dale College with possession. Gives the ball to 10. Ooh, that was close. They're still playing. The ball is still alive. Twinkle toes. Right through. Surely. Where's the support? Oh, unlucky. Good start. Good start from Dale. Clearly they're showing that they're not afraid of these guys. They're not afraid.
Just hand to ball there would have been great if he got offloaded and got it all together. We're looking at the replay here. Good work here by Dale. Looking their pace on the outside. This is where they're dangerous. And you can see the inside pass coming back to Paterni just shortly. It's good running lines here. He looked to go back outside and just gave a little bit of a bad flick pick toss and off the boot and line out's called. We actually thought from our side it was a knock on, but you can clearly see it came off the boot.
There's one thing about Dale that makes them better than other schools is the fact that when you give them space, they are going to attack. They're not afraid to try things that would never try in the 22. They are fearless. And also have to give credit to Willie Konangoli for their conditioning coach, because when I was at Queen's, Dale College never looked like this. Good play by Selborne. Big boy, shoulder in there. Building up phases, pressing up, good pressure by Dale. Who's there on the outside? Oh, good cover. They're still playing same side, good hands, in, out, back in, but gets dominated. Surely, surely. That's a turnover. Now still Selborne ball. They can keep their ups. Good hit. Rushing up on defense. Boys are folding nicely. Ball is out. Good reaction there by the tight head prop. Now the position has changed again from Dell. Chip over. Oh, overcooked it.
Yeah, they should have kept onto that ball there, Setu. They were very good on the turnover.
Yeah.
And we know that with a turnover ball, I would try and keep the spaces wide, quick as possible. They just held on and kicked the ball away and gave that all that pressure. He's just been released.
Yeah, definitely. And also have to commend their scramble defense. It's looking very proper and polished. Turnover again from Dale. Dale is here to play. Dale is here to play. Advantage given to Dale. Hands. Who's going to throw first blood? Building up phases, slowing it down. Then the 22. Ooh. It's close. I'm sure the ref is still playing advantage. Slowing it down, building up the phases. No need to rush. Easy through. Oh. Oh. Okay, back to the advantage. Great play by Dale. These boys are here to make an upset.
Yeah, you got to watch Paterni. He was the one that was missing last week. The catalyst. You need always want that catalyst to go forward. You can see today 2 touches of the ball, 2 inside, outside. He's got very good feet, and if he gets a little bit of a space or a little bit of a gap, he's going to take it well. Definitely. And with Chiedo on him on the outside, he's going to be very dangerous. And looks like Dale's going to take the 3 points instead of the kick for touch.
Yeah, good idea. Because even if they miss, they'll still get positioned back to attack again. Now at the moment, Dale is playing with great finesse because they're showing great composure on defense and attack. But then again, it's only 6 minutes in.
The turnover has been quite good. They've been turning over the ball quickly. Just at the last time they kicked it ahead and got away with it. But I think what they need to do is when they get the ball, just spread it as quickly as wide as possible to their backs. Pateni's very good with the ball, and we've got this kick here from Chede.
Chede, I remember him against Queens in our reunion. It was a long day. Yo, there's a slight breeze. Oh, and it's over. And Dale draws first blood. 3 points to Dale. That's how you start against Selborne, because if you let them score first, it's really hard to play catch up.
Yeah. Well, it's good work from them. You can see they were patient on defence. They've been good at the ball, at the breakdown, been quick on the turnover, and just been working from there. So well done. 3 points deserved. And let's see what Selborne's going to do after this kickoff.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing a comeback, a response rather, from the black and white Hoons. There's a kickoff restart. Chips it over. Oh, giving position away. Oh, they're back on the 22. Selborne on attack, building up phases. All the forwards are slowing it down. Oh, great carry, good D. Patient on an attack. Good hit. Well done.
Oh, it's great.
Well done. Okay, now there was release. Still Selborne ball on the attack inside Dale's 22. Boys are shouting frantically for them to fall because the black and white hoops are on the way. Betam Chana. Oh, good hit, good hit. Oh, Dale boys are defending with great composure. Not rushing up too quick, just trusting their system. But Selborne, after each phase, they are gaining valuable meters. Oh, there we go. Good leg drive. Oh, thought it was contesting there for a sec. Reminded me of Trevor Nyakane. Still Selborne ball on the attack. Oh, in the corner. Oh, what a tackle. What happened there? I'm suspecting a penalty try there.
Yeah, it was a bit of a hard tackle just on the go into the 5. Not too sure it'll be a penalty try. But he will be checking to the experienced Josh Kent on the flag there. We can see in the replay a great hand here by Selborne. They're moving the ball very quickly. They've been patient on attack, and off they go. And yes, we go. As we in the replay here, you can see him going 5 meters from that line, and definitely was a hard tackle, and the ref has given a penalty try. No need for the conversion, folks. That is the first try of the day.
All right, Selborne scores the first try of the game. It says automatically 7 points. But then I have to give 100% for the effort, but the execution is what let them down.
And I think they're checking here too. With a penalty try like that, I'm sure it was a dangerous tackle. They've got to give someone a yellow card, I'm sure. So I think it was Hammond that was the guy that was cross-covering defence, if I'm not mistaken. But let's see if the ref has picked it up. Unfortunately, we don't have TMO on our side, so they've got to trust their judgment here and get it right.
Yeah. And as the laws have changed along the years, every tackle now, yellow card for that, just what you said right now.
Yeah, they're just trying to figure it out. He made the right call. He gave the penalty try. Just going back and having a chat and saying, I've got to give that yellow. It was a dangerous tackle within the 5 meters. Right call. He'll spend 10 minutes just having a watch from behind the poles.
Yeah, but the kickoff now. Straight up. Oh, out on the full. Unlucky, young yard. Unlucky. Yeah, that's the thing with these laws these days. Everything that is above the shoulder is potentially a yellow card offense. But like I said, 100% for the effort, but maybe next time he must go lower.
Yeah, if he had gone lower, he would have taken him out. I don't think he would have scored the try. And unfortunately, like we said, it's a dangerous tackle, deemed within the 5 of the try line. And yet, unfortunately, he's got to pay the price. Got a set up here from Selborne. The kick was too long, and they've got 3 guys on the. Well, they've got 4 guys on the left-hand side of the field and 2 on the right. I can guarantee you they'll be coming closer side to us. Yeah, that's what I would do, and watch maybe a chip kick.
Yeah, you can see the 15 roaming around there behind the scrum. He's on our left side. Restart there. As you can see now, there's no one at the back because the fullback has joined the line.
Yeah, and one less defender in the forward, so they're extra additional player. There should be actually only 7 in the forwards. So let's check on the setup here for the Selborne. They got 7, which right. So they've got an additional attacker in the back line, which is going to be very difficult for Selborne.
Let's have a look at what Selborne's going to do on the left side. The attack. Oh, good tackle, good tackle. Playing same side. They've got numbers. Still going straight. Oh, good hit. Good hit. Show and go. Goes in. Stops dead.
Big hit there by from the Dale, number 3.
Still Selborne ball on the attack. The tight end so far is making a lot of tackles. Good passing. Straightens. Dale must be careful not to play around with the offside lines.
Yeah, they've been creeping up quite a bit on the outside, but you play to the ref's whistle.
Yeah. Still Selborne ball, the big boy. Ho! Selborne ball inside the 22. Oh, chicken wing. Not tackle, still going forward. Still Selborne ball. This is where Selborne are strong with their big fours and carries. They just build phases. They just wait for the opposition to make a mistake, either for a penalty or for a try. Jumba, get up. Still Selborne ball, just getting closer to the 5. Oh, what a hit. Good hit, boys. Good hit.
That was right in front of me, and I actually took my eyes off the screen just to look at what happened, and I could see Mapensea just took his eyes up at the defenders and took his eyes off the ball there. Had he just focused on the ball, I think it would have been maybe another try in the corner here. But great work there by Selborne. They build up the phases, at least 6-7 phases there, and they're just really ruthless over the ball. They secure their ball so well. They use their big runners. Pateni just making some big hits in the middle, and they're just trying to suck in those defenders from Dale and then hit hard in the outside. So we called it on the scrum there. Unfortunately, we had Raiden Masters, the 8th man there as a backline player, and he just was going to go over anybody. He wasn't going to pass anything.
Yeah, definitely. Also with the Dell side, you can see that they are aware that Selborne are going to use their big boys. And it's like they trust in the systems on defense. They don't stand and wait. They press up quickly, putting them under pressure. And so far, it's working for them. Also, I have to commend their folding system as well. It's quick and it's very effective. We have a scrum just inside the 22-meter line. Oh, the cheerleaders are feeling it. They'll have to exit here. Advantage there was offside. Go and get Gwatin. Go, boy. That's the statement you need from the big boy. Gets the ball up. Oh, he doesn't break the tackle. Still on his feet. Are they going to kick? They just grab it. They're on the chase. Every kick is as good as its chase. Oh.
There's no advantage here. Great work by the referee. Coming right back. No advantage from that at all. Came back for the penalty. Unfortunately, they were offsides at the scrum. And Dale now have a chance to exit from their 22 and play down in Selborne's half if they can.
Yeah, safety first. They've got the 22 to the penalty.
Yeah.
It's hard to stay focused. Yeah, we've got the screen here and the game is right in front of us.
Yeah, there's got a penalty there, CA2 from that scrum. 9 was offsides. Ball wasn't out on the scrum and he played the 9 first. But great work there by Dale, just trying to use the sort of the advantage of keeping ball in hand, and knowing that they had a penalty advantage, tried something different.
Yeah, line out, Dale ball. Where's it going to go? Next time, for those kids who are watching now, it's better to catch the ball than just tap it to the scrum off, because it makes it very awkward for you to catch it. Show and go, still on his feet, still going forward, finally brought down. Quick ball. Oh, unlucky.
Oh, it's like a ping
What's the
pong
call
match
there?
here.
It's like a soccer match here. Numbers out wide. They're taking long to fold. Straightens, skips one. Oh. Advantage for Selborne.
Now, very unlucky. They had numbers on the outside, and they just may run it across a bit too much across the field. Had that ball just gone a little bit quick, I think the one pass, Sergi was a little bit behind him, and he had to readjust his hands, which allowed the defence just to cross cover. Yeah. But it seems that there was a deliberate knockdown and penalty to Selborne now with just onside the 10 metre of the Dale half.
Quick question. When you have numbers out wide, maybe 4 against 1, what's the better option? Through the hands or skip?
The first one should be a skip, in my opinion. Let the ball go, move quicker, and then trying to attack on that one man, and then use the single pass on the outside. So the initial pass, I would try and cover the space, and then use the outside man to draw in that one guy, and then pass with the ball. Sometimes you feel that skip is the best way, but all the defence do is to just shift their lines.
So more inside the 22. It's a very, very good opportunity for Selborne with the pick fours. The maul is going forward. Advantage, probably for a collapse. Still Selborne ball. They're still striving forward. Finally brought down. Selborne in possession. Oh! Ooh! Going back for the penalty for the collapsing the maul. The Narcos! Quick ball! Try time! Selborne scores again. You see, that's the thing with Selborne. You have to make sure that you don't make them go to that position because they are going to use them more. They do have bigger forwards and they are going to score.
Yeah, that was great work by Selborne. They used the big forwards into sucking the defenders. Like we said earlier on, with tapping the ball over, you're allowing your loose forwards to be able to get up on defence. What they did there is they sucked in everybody, got them into the ball, moving forward, which was great, and got the advantage of the penalties. You can see from this year, there was no advantage anyway. I think it would have been penalised there a second time. And great work by Damien, the number 9, Damien O'Connell. Very quick thinking, saw the penalty, tapped on the spot, and just offloaded to, not too sure who the score is here, we'll have a look at his number now. But great work there by Selborne, quick thinking.
Yeah, I think that's Aiden van Veek that scored the try. Yeah, the one thing I'm noticing right now is that Dale is starting to panic on defense. That's why they're making these careless mistakes.
Yeah, they just need to hold their composure, just be a little bit more clinical. Like, for example, where, instead of waiting for that maul, just maybe try and sack it as quickly as they can. I think they did try, but it was great work by the Selborne side to hold it up and to keep the momentum going forward. So it was very good from the Selborne side to hold it up, get the penalty, what they did on the second collapse. But Dale mustn't give up. They are side, it'll bounce back. We saw it against Grey, and I can guarantee you they're going to come back hard now at Selborne side.
Definitely, definitely. And we are 14-3 up. Just made it. Collects the ball, well done. Good support play. Numbers good, pressing up. You can just see Selborne on a properly structured side. They just know where to be on the field.
The carrying is very good at the moment by the Selborne side. They're controlling all the position at the moment.
Pressing up, looping. Oh, right through the gap. Like a hot nut through butter. Khabula's yogurt out to the 14. Oh, unlucky, unlucky. That caught me off guard. Hesitating there in the ruck. Strong run up. Ooh, hey, be careful, young man.
Good carry there by Opperman. I think it's Peteni now. Big runner, this guy. He loves running there with the ball.
Yolo Peteni has been taking these ball ups. The try scorer, Aiden. Khabula's yogurt right through. Phases coming on the same side. Oh. Oh.
Just got a little bit scrappy there at the end of the day, and great work there by the defence of the Dale side. Just rushing up on the one guy, pass just going out there. And if the ball was nice and flat, I can guarantee you we win 7 points again at Selborne. Selborne have just picked up the pace pretty well in the last 5 minutes. They're really looking to push this side around. Some great midfield runners there by Mike Pinsela. He's really one to watch. Once again into space, he's very dangerous. And the pass just unfortunately going behind one of the players. Otherwise, it would have been another 7 points to Selborne.
Yeah, definitely. And we're already 21 minutes up. The score 14-3. I still don't know who's going to take this, even though the favourites are Selborne. But I'm still waiting to see Tando Zoki in full motion.
Yeah. and Pateni. I'm telling you, he's still going to score try today, I can guarantee. He's got great feet, he's got great vision. And we've got Hammond back on the field from the yellow card, and the ref now just getting the goal.
Oh, that throw is very unfortunate. Yeah, I think now the wind is starting to play its part now in the lineouts. Being a hooker myself, I would let my jumpers know that, hey, don't make a back ball, because the ball might just go to the flower off.
As a coach, we try and tell our players, the simpler the better. If you can keep it simple, you can keep on playing rugby. Keep your ball as much as you can, and that's what Selborne's doing very well today.
Yeah.
And Dale, they need to make sure that when they get their ball, they need to keep it as much as possible.
Yeah, definitely. Because you see now, because of their skew ball, you're giving Selborne another opportunity. And it's been a while since we've seen Dale on the other side in Selborne's territory. In the past 22 minutes, Selborne has been playing in Dale's half. Passing there. Mtungwa, the captain, takes it up strongly there. They've got numbers out wide. Scrummy hesitates. Damien, beg your pardon. Oh, Luolo Peteni again. Does he get tired? Strong carry there. Building up phases. Waiting for the opportunity to strike. I see Jaden now has learned his lesson. He's making proper tackles. Peteni brushes off 2 defenders. Oh, well done. Indicator.
That was great work on that ball. Went straight on the tackle, straight on the ball, and that was great work from him. Just the SA player for Dale. And, straight onto that ball, turnover ball was great. Yeah, Patini's been great. I think his nickname is Beef Patty. And you can see he's really loving the contact today, taking up a lot of balls, a lot of carries.
They'll have to make sure they stay clinical. They mustn't try fancy things. Oh, it's another one. Come, Putia, come, mate. Come, boy.
So they're just trying to keep their ball. They're 2 lineouts in a row. They get in the penalties. They get in the turnovers. But all they're doing is just they're trying to release that pressure. They're just building more pressure by making mistakes. So they've got to be a little bit clinical on their lineouts and just maybe slow down things a little bit. And if once they can get going and keep their ball and get some phases together, they could be quite dangerous.
And also, I feel like the person who's making the call in the lineouts must also bear in mind of the conditions.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure Dale, they do have some exit plans if maybe their lineouts are not working. They've given away possession out to Selborne scrum. Good shove there by Selborne. Oh, he slips. Oh, it's a pass that lets him down. Good scramble, D. Checking out his options. Back inside. They are not afraid to make tackles. Good play. Good hit. Oh, just loses it. Scrum down, Dale ball.
Yeah, there's a lot more better pressure. They're pressing quite hard on the defense, trying to rush on the Selborne's ball, just to try and force that attack.
Yeah. And also, for those who are watching back at home, the inside man has to make sure he covers that gap. After you make a tackle, the job is not done.
Yeah, we've got Prinola Naidu, coach him in under 13, black and white dynamite, watching on School Sports Live, guys. He's bringing to you from East London, Selborne College.
As you can see also, Danielson Pitt. Scrum down. Gets the ball, shrugs it off. He's not down, he's still going. They can't take him down. He's a big lad, strong ball carrier. He has to be in his A game. I feel like the runners from Dale, they're not, you see, they're losing the ball. They must run with more intent, must keep their defense honest.
Now, they've been isolated, running one-on-ones where you can see the Selborne sides a lot more in a pack. They're working together as a unit, and they're just securing their ball a lot better.
Yeah, that's the thing, because with Dale, they only have one-off runners. Oh, shrugs him off. Thanks for coming. Still Selborne ball. Ball's out. Oh, good clean.
Oh, it's got
Surely there's a bit suspect. Still, it's a bit scrappy now. Selborne in possession. You can see with Selborne, they organize. Before they take the ball out, they know exactly where to go. Strong carry.
The Dalians are just putting them a lot of pressure at the breakdown. They're really trying to be in their faces, which is quite good.
Oh, good take there. It's a turnover, Delbo. You see now, they have to make sure they come away with points. Peteni. Shrugs him off. Simniki weke. Oh, good skill. Still Delbo. Come on, boys. What's happening? Still Delbo. Well, the ref didn't blow the whistle. Hallelujah, boss. What's going to happen? Khabuli Yogurt. Still going forward. Oh, fighting there. Well done, Boyki. Still Del ball on the attack. Oh, there we go. Zoki isolated there. Still Del ball. They must just keep possession. Mustn't try anything fancy. Just build your phases. Earn those meters. Inside pass with Hammond. Still Del ball. They must keep possession. Slow ball there. Ooh. Building up phases nicely. There's Zoki. No, Mchana. Oh, they had an advantage for a penalty there.
Yeah, that was great work there by Dale. They weren't really making any meters, but what they were doing is they're building up phases, putting on the pressure, and eventually just led to a penalty for offside there from the Selborne side. Obviously pressing too hard from on the outside. It was a lot better from Dale. They need to just make sure that they're working numbers. They're just taking the ball up one at a time, and you can see the Selborne defence, they're working in twos.
Yes.
And they're just knocking them backwards. So they need to just ensure that on attack, they've got one or two runners instead of just one runners. I'm sure it'll help them to be able to get the forward ball that they need, and just to try and ensure that they can hold on to their ball a little bit longer.
Yeah, that's true. That at least now they should come away with another 3 points just to close the gap a little bit. Because you see now what happens when Dale has possession. The thing is, you can just see by the way they carry the ball, they want to try something.
Yeah, they were looking quite good there with the ball, bringing it back inside. I think also with the ref there, he wasn't too sure what was happening. The ball was bouncing all around, and he wasn't sure if there was a knock on or not, so he let them play a game, which is quite good. But I still feel that Dale is sort of attacking with one runner up the field. They need to maybe have a two runner around with them, or two pods or three pods. If you watch the Selborne side, their runners are going and they've got two guys there straight away. So if Dale can just make sure they can clean that up, they'll get good ball to the backs and they'll create more space for themselves.
Yeah, definitely. And also another thing, they run too lateral. If maybe they can just attack the inside shoulder, then make the pass. I'm sure the space on the outside will be available.
We try and teach our kids to try and tackle space and not the man.
Exactly, there we go. And we're 14-6 up. Selborne with the lead, with the restart. Jetta makes a hit. Simi Keke. He's everywhere. He's a strong lad. Good upper body strength.
Got an advantage, a penalty advantage. I think it was a high here on the tackle.
What are they going to do? Oh, nope. The shop is closed. Mchana. Still Del ball, still playing advantage. You can hear the Selbornians. Fuck his shoulder. Ref going back to the advantage. Penalty to Del.
Just on that tackle there from the kickoff there, I think the one Selborne Oaks arm was just around the neck. It wasn't on purpose. It was just unfortunately it just slipped up on the tackle. And ref going back for the penalty.
And he found touch just before, or just after rather, the 10-meter line. I hope this time they've thought about the line out.
See some of the spectators there from this all-girls school around the corner at Clarendon Girls High, watching their brother's school. So that with 4 minutes to go until half-time, folks. And they'll try to crawl back into this game, and hopefully they'll get this line out to work.
Definitely, but as it stands, it's still anyone's game. Because I feel like both teams haven't really played to their full strength yet. It's like an arm wrestle at the moment. 2-ball, Mchana, 2-ball. Much better, well done. Must release, they must release, hands there. Taking it up. Good, valuable meters. That's gone. That's
I was just going to say to you, Leon, I actually thought I saw someone on the field. Goosen is on the field. He's back on, obviously realizing they want to get him in the game.
His first thing that he does on the field, oh, unlucky there. The very first thing Goosen does as he gets on is get a turnover. Yes, Lakumchana. But then now that chicken wing didn't work. To be another line out for Dale with the throw in. Yeah, you can check now the temperatures are dropping now. The breeze was warm, but now the breeze is cold. That's very unlucky. Straight to Goosen. You do not want to give him the ball.
Yeah, he's an absolute beast with the ball.
Yes, luck. Good hit. Oh, fucker, his shoulder. Selborne ball on the attack. There we go. Another one.
That's great line speed there from the Dale backs.
They're pressing up really hard. Ooh. There we go. Is he okay? Probably checking the network. It's Telkom. Selborne gaining valuable meters. Oh, chicken wing.
It's a massive hit in the last 3 or 4 tackles from Dale. Really bringing on the heat here to Selborne.
It's so weird that now Goosen is on the field. Everything is just fast-paced now.
Yeah, we've got an injury here to one of the Dale players on the far side of the field. Not too sure who it is. But yeah, it looks like Goosen is back on the field. Not sure if he's not playing hooker. He could be playing on the flank. I'm not too sure who's gone off. And there's the Selborne headmaster, Andrew Tuer, soaking in this fantastic match at the moment.
Chilling there in the VIP section. Yeah, Goosen is at hooker. Scrubbing at hooker.
Yep.
Yeah, we 1 minute until half-time. At this point in time, Dale needs to get some sort of points, either a try or 3 points. Because the second half, oh. Selborne off the base. Breaks one. Valuable meters. Numbers out wide. 2-on-1. He goes in. Good hit. Is that red balls out? Oh. You have to prevent from this happening, but this is where Dale is dangerous. This is where, oh, is it out of the full? Still on attack. Oh, Chana, unlucky, unlucky. You see, like what we spoke about before this game, this is where Dale they find their strength. Because in loose play, they know exactly where to run.
Yeah, it's great work. The ball kept alive by the Dale fly-off. I think it was Pateni.
Yeah.
And Chekia, I think he just knocked on and going for it. Unfortunately, that bounce of the ball is vicious.
Oh,
could
never
be the 7-point change there. Unfortunately, it's a knock-on. And I think it'd be Selborne's ball to clear just on half-time. I think just on that last one there, the Selborne had a man out on the outside, had last one man to beat, and the actual fullback cut back inside. What he should have done to give it to the ball on the outside, and I can guarantee you it would have been a running try. But unfortunately, he came back in, lost it on in the tackle, turnover ball, and now they're defending on their 5-yard line.
Definitely, and also Selborne, what they must be wary of is that they mustn't be too casual. They mustn't think this game will be an easy game, because if you give Dale a chance or a sniff, they're going to dominate. They're going to execute. But just unlucky there with the bounce of the ball. Gonna scrum deep in their half. Safety first. Out on the full, and that is halftime. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the first half score between Selborne College and Dale College, 14-6. Selborne leading at the moment, but then again, the truth will reveal itself in the second half. All right, ladies and gents, we are back in this pulsating fixture between Selborne College and Dale College. Just to remind you guys with the score, Selborne are up with 14 points to 6. Now we'll have to see what will happen in the second half. Mr. Hansen.
Yeah, we can see that they've obviously made a change just before the half-time. We're not too sure if there's an injury to one of the Selborne boys, but Huissen was unleashed from the bench. I can see straight away from me, right in front of me, number 18 is the other SA Schools player, Jared Taylor's on the field. So I can see now that they've put both of them on the field, and you're going to see a much more physical, and Dale's going to have to be on their toes now.
Yeah, definitely. You can see both players are back here, and then you can just see there's a change in the mood.
And the size.
Definitely. Touché.
Jared Taylor's a big guy, guys, if you tell you it now. And Jean Huissen's not too far behind.
Definitely. Yes, you can see those. They sleep in the gym. Probably have breakfast in the gym.
Josh Van Fuder's taking a break. It looks like he's come off the bench, other SA Schools player. He's just walked past us now. Obviously, he got an injury, and been a hard-fought contest. I think there were some great hits there from the Dale side just before half-time, and it was great to see that they're not giving up. 14-6, 30 minutes to go, 35 minutes to go, and I can guarantee you now it's still anybody's game for this next 35 minutes.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure the coach, the Dale's coach, had told them that they must score first in the second half to change the whole dimension of the game. And we're off. A kick off there. Can't afford to miss tackles like that. Selborne in possession. Good hit. They're calling for numbers out wide. Ref. They're creeping. Slow ball. Taylor, inside pass. Good hit. Selborne still in possession. Khabali Yogurt real quick, Mchana. Good ball presentation. Good hit. Follow through with the tackle. Oh, quick hands right through the gap. What's he going to do? Chicken wing to the 13. Good hands. Oh, at the back door.
Great skill there from a number 3.
Daters must be careful not to creep on defense. Huissen takes 3 fellas to bring him down. They can't counteract there. Selborne still in position. Playing same side to the blind side. Ooh! Going back.
Oh, beefcake.
Immediata. Oh, unlucky. Ref, call it. Advantage given to Dale. There we go. Now let's see what's going to happen. Kieta. Unlucky. Oh, well done. Oh, come on. There's no need. Listen, the 50-50 passes, personally, I'm not a big fan of 50-50s, especially when it's not on.
Yeah, you've got to try and hold on to your ball as much as you can. Those 50, especially when you're under pressure and you get a bad pass. So hold on to the ball, go to ground, reset. That came from a good turnover. The ball, so a bit scrappy here from the Selborne side at the base. Popped out, and unfortunately O'Connell was caught with no ball. I mean, with no support play, and straight onto the ball was one of the Dale players, and turnover ball penalty. Dale will look like they're going to release kick down for the corner, and great clearance kit there, and they're about on the 10 meter of the Selborne's half.
There we go. You see now they're playing against the wind, so they have to make sure that they do everything to keep possession.
Yeah. Their lineouts have to be important. They obviously would have had a chat at half-time. Griffey would have told him, keep it simple. Let's see if they go to the 2 ball. They might use Hammond again, the guy with the red scrum cap.
There we go. Let's see now. There we go. Recollects it. Driven back. It's been held up. Oh. Still moving forward. Oh, and the ball has been turned over.
Great work. Great work there with the Selborne. Obviously not cleaning the line out, jumped in and just sort of, like we said, just tapped it past the line, put him under pressure. And once Oppmann got his hands underneath it and Puteni got involved, Huissen got involved, they would know for a fact that if they hold him up, turnover ball, and that's what they got now.
Yeah, like that's what we spoke about in the first half in the lineouts, the locks. They have to catch the ball because if you tap it, that's what's going to happen. Because now Shumelom Gorka was under pressure to recollect the ball. That's why I was in a very, very vulnerable state.
Yeah, we just got to just quick here. You were right. Jarvu is playing Flav and not 15 today, and Carlson is at 15. It was just a number change from the program that we had.
You have a scrum, halfway line. Oh, good pass. Gain line, still Selborne ball in attack. There's there we go. There we go. No fear, no favor. Make the hit, Timchana. He's trying to roll away. There we go, boys. Working hard on defense. Oh, boys keen. Now his pre-workout is kicking in.
Yeah, it looked like he was isolated. The ref was saying that unfortunately the guy was kicking the ball and not rolling away. Not too sure, just trying to see what he was saying.
Yeah.
But you can see Dale want to play quickly. They want to get going. That's their style of rugby.
That's their style. Good clearance. Yeah, that ball almost hit me. Good clearance there by Dale. I hope they use this ball wisely. Preferably maybe 2 ball. Just get a rolling more going. Keep possession. Starve them of possession. Just build up the phases. Something will happen.
Someone won't be a sign that we panic too much. They're going to try and not contest this line out. I can guarantee they're going to try and see if they can just stop the rolling more that they set up there. And they're just watching to see what's going on.
That's a better throw. Keep him up there. Simniki work. Oh! There we go. Good carry. I'm a big fan of that young lad. He's a very, very big boy. His legs are like Hercules. Del ball. Just outside the 22. Pick and go. Building up the phases nicely. That's when they need the most composure right now. They must just keep the ball. That's 2 meters. It's better than no meters. But they're flirting with the touchline there.
Okay, good carry again there.
Pass out one inside. Oh! Keep your eyes on the ball, Mchana. Keep your eyes on the ball. Dell is starting to play with great finesse now. Selborne ball just outside the 22.
There might have been an off the ball tackle here that no one saw from Querson onto the blindside wing. But unfortunately, you can only play what you see, and now have to try and get that ball back from Selborne.
He's trying to counteract there. Still Selborne ball in the 22. There we go. There we go, boys. There we go. Driving backwards. Hammond trying to steal the ball. Watch out, mustn't be illegal. Box kick. It's on. It's on. What's going to happen? Oh! Unlucky, unlucky, unlucky.
Yeah, we just saw there was an off the ball incident that I was just watching when I picked my heads up and no one really saw it. So not once from the touch judge when you look at. But I did see that Querson just pick him up and tackle him quite late and on a tip tackle. Unfortunately, there's no TMO and there's no fourth umpire which would have called it.
Unfortunately.
But like I said, that was lucky for Selborne. Otherwise, it would have been a penalty and maybe a card.
Yeah.
Had anyone seen that off the ball infringement.
But then again, you see in schoolboy matches, as much as there's no TMO, but it's up to the touch judges to use their discretion, not turn a blind eye, because that might have been fatal.
Yep. So they're now trying to put pressure on. There's been some big hit tackles, some good tackles, not slow tackles, stopping the 2 big runners, Querson and Taylor.
They have a scrum down, Selborne ball, just on the 5, halfway line, I beg your pardon. Have to reset, same ball. I know for a fact that Dale boys are not going to go down without a fight. They want to win. You have to grind it out.
Yeah, there was a bit of a thing that I saw in a WhatsApp group. If Dale win today, it'll be their 100th victory.
Oh, could be special. Could be very special. I need to check with Queens what's happening there between them and Selborne. But we're not going to talk about that now. Scrum down, Selborne ball. Damn with the put in. Slow and steady. Oh, that's ooh! Oh, unlucky, unlucky. Opportunists.
Yeah, there was no deliberate knock on there. He literally went to try and catch it. He read the play so well. Had he got that ball, 7 points in the bag. You can watch how he read the play from the defensive line. You can see the switch passing coming on the outside wide, and as the the player was just trying to get that ball. There was no deliberate knock, and the ball went up and he tried to get it. He was in for all money there.
No one's going to stop him. Just the try line. Selborne must be careful. They must be very careful.
They're making a lot of errors at the moment in the second half here. Just been, I think, pushed off the ball and being pressed hard by the Dalian defence at the moment. You must give them a lot of credit. They've been making some big tackles, and I think they just knocked Selborne back a bit, and they need to find their composure.
Definitely give a put in. Selborne ball. They go open side. Oh, Simi with the ball. Good ball presentation there. Hammond again, he's been everywhere. After the yellow card, he's right through. Where's he going? No one's going to stop him. No one's going to stop him. Where's the support? Where's the support? Taylor. Oh. That was very unlucky. That's very unlucky. The support was not there. Hussein almost had a 2-leader Yaoukid over there.
Absolutely fantastic running from both sides here. A little ripped out ball saves Selborne from a destined try. Look at this great run here by Hammond, hitting the space, and then all for money was gone. We thought he was in for all money, and great cover defence here by the Selborne number 9 O'Connell as he makes the tackle, and 15 also great tackle on the ball there. And we had good defence here by Cochrane. He was just saving his hole there, getting the ball back in. Just that rip tackle there by the Selbornian was just oh so close.
Oh, but now they line out. They lost it. Unfortunately, Selborne in position. Strong carrier. He does not fall easily. We don't want off the ball things. Oh!
Could see it from here. He was offside. You're right in line with the ref then. I could see that. Oak was just too eager to go.
You're taking a quick tap.
Ooh, that could be dangerous. There's no one back on the outside there. And here goes Zoki. He's got that covered.
Where's Zoki? Zoki, do something. Hey! Jay! Oh, they just swarmed on him like bees. Stay with the ball. Open play. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? No one is there. No one is there. There's goal. What a try. Dale scores first in the second half. This game is going to turn around.
Now the last few minutes, Dale have really picked up their Anki, hitting in some big tackles. And great turnaround ball, kick down from, I think it was Java who kicked it downfield, and then from that they turned around. The Dalians still back there. It was great interplay. The space opened, and inside pass back to Gokra. Great try.
Definitely. Also, with the Selborne fly off, with the kick there, it was a good idea, but the execution,
Number 9 outside wide. You can just see how he hit the space on the outside, and then all for money. He had looked up in front of him. He had one man to beat. Great pass, great hit, and great pair of legs. He showed he got a bit of pace on the outside, and under the poles, great try.
Definitely. And we just saw a glimpse of Tando Zoki, what he could do there.
And he missed the conversion as well.
He missed the conversion. Is it over?
Just waiting to the update. The score is 14-11.
All right, it's been converted. It's 14-13 to Dale. Just apologies if the score to be updated shortly, but restart. They kicked it to Taylor. Oh my goodness. Hussein, I beg your pardon. First person. What a hit, Kwetini. What a hit. What a hit. What a hit. There we go, boys. There we go, boys. There we go. It's all about heart. You can't coach heart.
Now, there was absolutely great work there by Dale. They've been very good on the ball over the breakdown. They've been getting to it quite quickly. And isolated tackle by Hussein, and then basically you can see it here. Nearly lost it. One-way traffic. He was going to go straight up the middle, and you can check there. Tackle ball straight onto the ball, number 12. He's the man on the feet. He had to let it go. Great call by the ref there.
That is what you call a textbook tackle.
But it was good work there by the centre. You got a centre there that's going straight over on the ball. We don't just leave that for steals for the flanks or the loose forwards.
Definitely.
We try and teach our players now that anybody's got to make the call. If you're there first onto the ball, he was there first on the ball, turnover ball. Great work.
Definitely. You see now Taylor in a good position. They have to make sure this line out works. They have to make sure. Putting under pressure. Just luck. That was close. They're losing. I think the main problem here with Dale is their set pieces. You can't win a game if your set pieces out the wide, someone in attack, in between. Oh, fucker! He shoulder Jordan. There we go. This is what we live for. Big hits, bone-crushing tackles. Selborne still in advantage. We've got the ball. Taylor with the strong carry. He's been fairly quiet ever since come on. In between, Selborne gaining valuable meters. You can see Della going in for the steal. Hammond just inside the 22. Selborne in attack. Oh, it's a grabber. Who's that covering? Oh, what a try. What a beautiful try.
That is absolutely fantastic rugby from both sides here. Set to the defense from Dale, the big hits. Someone had to change their tactic, put the grabber in. We haven't seen good kicking like that before. Follow up and great cover tackle. I mean catch here from the number 21. We want to show you is.
Yeah.
We watch it again. Yeah, great work here. Stokes taking it up, sucking the defenders in. We're just saying how good the work is from the Dale defenders, and then great work here by I think it's Mapinsele. Just put in this kick in and just beat him on the outside for all money. Great try.
You see, with every pro, there's a con. Because you see, when the defense, when you push up, you're leaving space behind. That's a perfect example of how to execute that.
But it was so good quick thinking though. He was under pressure a lot. The defense was up quickly. He just dropped the ball in, put it behind there, and that was executed to perfection.
Oh, not too sure what happened over there. Gonna retake the conversion.
I just took it on the wrong spot there.
$19 points to 13 as it stands. Damon with the conversion. 21 points up. Still anyone's game. Anything can happen here.
100%. I mean, I'm very impressed with the Dell side. They're really defending with all their might. They're hitting some big hits in and pushing those Selborne Oaks back. Just some great thinking work there by the Selborne side to get that trial. Great work.
With the restart. Oh, that went to the stratosphere back. Oh, unlucky. It's a floating pass. Captain shimmies. Smoke. Oh, what a pass from Jana at the back door. Selborne in attack. Taylor, Chada with the hit. No fear, no favor. Looks like it's a player down there. Oh. One-on-one, what's it? What's that do? Khabuli Yogurt. Oh, unlucky, not tackled. Oh.
I just found the outside down there, but really, they're really bringing the contest. Yeah, they're not holding back. They're really frustrating someone at the breakdown. They're going for everything, and they're just slowing down the ball phases, the pace of the ball. O'Connor's really having a hard time at the base of the scrum. He's not really getting good clean ball, not allowing the runners to have that time to be able to run onto the ball. Good work by the Dale loose forwards at breakdown.
Definitely, definitely. But also what I commend is that the Dale forwards as well, also Dale players at large. I mean, you have these two players, Wilson and Taylor, every time they get the ball, they are smashed. It's a loud out for Selborne. Just outside the 22, straighten up. Taylor. Oh, what a carry. There we go, Jose. Nope, he does not want any yogurt. Selborne ball. Passes back in the 10-meter. Pressure's up. Oh, good skill. One-on-one. Brace the tackle. Chicken wing. Use the touchline as the extra defender. Selborne regains possession. I'm sure the ref has called it back for the knock.
Yeah. It's been very good work at the ring. They're just trying to spread that ball. Both sides really showing full spirit. You're going to have a look here. Good work out here. Number 15, the Carlson, just shooting back inside. And then the back of the hand outside to the wing, looking to come back inside. And some great defensive work there by Dale. And look at a little knock on there by the Selborne side. And no advantage bringing them back for the scrum.
Yeah, very well done. You can see the Del boys are still in it. You're not stopping. They're just keeping it going. They're just keeping it flowing like the water. Speaking of water, let me take a sip.
But now the defensive scrum here by the Italians. They're going to look to try and have an exit strategy. And hopefully they will find a touch or knowing Dale, they'll probably run it.
12 should set. Ish. The captain. Del ball on the attack. Quick ball. Hey, twinkle toes! Aquatini! Chin! Sukes! See me! See you later! No daylight there. Still Del ball on the attack. Oh! Hammond! Like a hot knife through butter! Turnover. Yasla Hussein. Chicken wing. Someone in possession. A bit suspect. Gonna. Oh. Ref. Someone in possession. Oh. Ina. Attacks the line. Chicken wing. Oh, silk your skill. Oh. The wind is playing his part right now because you see the balls just swerving in the air. They're scrambling quite well. Oh, there we go. Traverse Nyaga Nyaga. Oh, stolen. Good steal. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. No one is there. He's going to fetch him. Where's the support? Hammond is going. Where's the support? What a beauty of a try. What a beauty of a try.
Yeah, folks, we spoke about earlier in the game. You can see the Italian side. They love to take the quick ball. They like to play fast. The captain got that ball turnover himself. Quick tap, off he went. Made 20, 30, 40 meters as quickly as he can. Got into the space, and then you can see it in the try line. You're making the space. Great defensive work here by the Selborne wing. Got across and then offloading to the space, and yet again inside pass to Hammond. Hammond then let the ball go out wide, and it was Jet Shoes in the corner. And that was great work there by the Dale side.
That is a beautiful try. That is vintage Dale College. Penalty. They had a chance to kick for touch. What did they do? Tap and play. That's great awareness of the game.
They just caught the Selborne side napping there. Very quick work. Good work there, Mark Cochran. Good thinking as well.
It's going to be a very difficult kick in the corner, kicking against the wind. He has to kick it hard and low. Ooh. Just outside the upright. The score remains at 21 points to 18 to Selborne College. I've got a feeling that we have a very, very fired up finisher.
15 minutes and both sides really showing some depth, and it's going to be a hard game till the end. But they'll really seem to have their feathers up. Selborne side now also looking just to put in some big hits. And they've made a couple of changes now, bringing number 20 on.
Yeah, just a few substitutions. Not too sure about that lad's name. The Selborne team.
What it looks like they're done is he's moved into flank position. Coral Seth on the fullback has come off, and I can guarantee you Java will move back into the fullback position.
Down position. Safety of the 22. They kick it down Hussein's throat. Ooh. Oh, he makes the pass. There we go. Twinkle toes. Oh! Hey. Good hit, Geke. Check his option. The ball's out. Geke again. He's been working hard so far in this game. They're calling for numbers. Kicks possession away. Who's there? Oh, there we go. Let's get the dancing shoes on there, mate. Oh, he's going to wait for it. Good decision.
Yeah, great work there by the Italians. Just putting a lot of pressure on the ball at the breakdown. They're just trying to rush everything now. That's great thinking. Off they go.
Oh! Oi! What's going to happen? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Oh, Hussein. Oh, some China. Tackle complete. But there's someone who's in attack. Ooh! Hey, Jubu! What's happening? What's going on here? What's going on here? Selborne in possession. They're under pressure. Who's there for the steal? Oh, good sealing. Good cleaning. The captain. Ooh. Proper cleaning there. I feel like I'm going to lose my voice here after this game. Selborne under pressure. The counter rack. Not on.
Offside.
Is that offside? Not. Oh!
Yeah.
Oh.
They're just pushing it hard here, Dale. They really want that ball. And he was cleaning offsides from the breakdown. Never in front, never behind the last man's feet. But yet Dale are really showing they're up for it. And great pace there by the Selborne hooker.
Yeah.
Getting back in front of a backline player, beating a fullback to the ball. And just shows that he's not only big, but he's also fast.
Definitely, definitely. Also with Tando Zorki, if you've noticed, he's not wearing his scrum cap today.
That's great work there. Great clearance here by the reserve flower for Selborne. They just looks like they're going to play upfield. It's a line out on the halfway line. But so, like I said, Selborne's not out of this game. 21-18, 10 minutes to go. It's still anybody's game. Yeah, someone's going to have to tighten up and have to just try and look to the experienced players of Quirson and to Taylor to try and lead them home.
Yeah, definitely, because as it stands right now, it's a battle of nutrition. You see Mark Taylor there, quality rugby. Oh, yes. Jermaine Moss back in the black and white. Selborne with the put in, Selborne ball. It's a rolling ball going on. Taylor at the back. They must make sure they don't swim to create a penalty right now. Presenting the ball. It's a bit dangerous to present the ball like that. Attack. Straightens. Oh,
Penalty advantage to Selborne. I think the whole back line was offside from the Dale side. You can see them still in front of the last man's feet. And unfortunately now they're just pressing too hard, and you just hold their composure, Dale, yeah? I think they're just trying to, a little bit eager to get the ball. And they're really putting pressure on Selborne at the moment. I can guarantee you Selborne's going to go for the outline, keep it simple again, and try that rolling ball again.
Yeah, definitely. Dale needs to be careful not to concede so much penalties or so many penalties. They're still in this game. They must just make sure they stay composed in defense. They must not lose their structure. Because now we are in the Dale College 22-meter line. Selborne with the throw-in. Chances are they're going to go for the rolling ball. Good line out. As expected, rolling more.
There goes the machine, the black machine's rolling forward. Quiston's got it in the back. Yeah, they're really moving forward. Advantage penalty here.
It's another advantage. I'm afraid of a card here. Selborne near the attack. Straightens. Captain just off the 5-meter line. Selborne in attack. Building up phases. Hallelujah pass. Oh, what a hit. Dale scrambling counter rack. Beauty. Going back for the advantage.
That's great defensive work there by Dale, just pushing Selborne to the outside side. And then the counter-rucking was exceptionally well. They had numbers there, but no advantage. We could clearly see that they collapsed them all on that one. Will they go again? Will they keep it simple? Let's see what's a good idea if they kick it out and just have another line out and they use that bus of theirs to just push the pack over.
Yeah, definitely. Should Selborne score off this penalty over here, it's going to be very difficult to come back with only less than 10 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, it's very important here for them to get this line out right. It looks like they're going for the full line out.
Or late.
They will run out.
Not going to contest, definitely going to push them back. Rolling more.
Another one.
Need to use it.
Yep.
And that is a try, Selborne. That looks like Taylor, Jared Taylor, the SA Schools player, scores the try, which could prove decisive should Dale come back. Oh, I beg your pardon, there's Quirson, Jean Quirson, also SA Schools player.
Yeah, I said to you, we keep it simple here. Like I said to you, it was working for the last three lineouts. It worked very well. They've got 3 penalties lying on their big pack of forwards. Adding Taylor and Quirson, they've just added the weight that they needed, the structure that they've got. They've been clinical on those last 3 lineouts, and it's worked for them. You can see that Dale trying to collapse the small really had no hope in trying to stop the big bus going over. And once Quirson gets close to the line with that size and that weight, he's not going to be stopped.
Not going to stop. It's very, very difficult trying to stop a moving train.
We've got O'Connell here taking the kick.
26 points to 18 with a conversion to come.
See the temperature's also dropping slightly now.
Yeah, I can feel it. It's very cold in Queenstown. When I got to over 28 points to 18, the deficit is only 10 points with less than 10 points to play. 10 minutes to play, I beg your pardon.
You can see that they're not giving up. They're getting to the point breakdown very quickly. They want to play. They know that as long as there's time on the clock, there's time to score points.
As you can see the Selborne supporters in full voice. Unfortunately there, Jared Taylor with the knock. He's human after all.
And like we said, this game's not over. 7 minutes is a long time to play. And Dale now have got a perfect opportunity to tackle. Just a kick-off. And Jared, I think, was just unsure. There's a guy coming towards him. He knocked it on. And there's a scrum just outside Selborne's 22. And let's see what Dale's do. They've got all their backline players on the left-hand side of the field. So they're going to just chat now with one or two of the forwards just to see what they're going to do. And they're going to attack.
Yeah, this is a very, very great scrum position for Dale to have. Attacking scrum just in the middle, outside the 22. Need to make sure the first phase ball, they gain at least 20 meters.
Yep.
He's having a young chat, having a breather. How they feeling it? Running rugby at its best. Maybe I should get that kind of a haircut. And those shades. All right, back to the action. It's going to be a scrum down for Dale, attacking scrum. It's a good position for Dale to attack.
It looks like Yeke is looking at the blind side here to come around the left-hand side of the field. He's got Zoki on the outside and the blind side wing as well with him. And the defenders for Selborne, we've got Mapansele and their blind side wing.
Yeah, Simi Gege needs to take the ball up real hard. The counter shove goes the opposite. Khabuli Yoga, Timchana. Who's going to bring him down? No one. Del ball on the 22. They have to create phases. Ooh! What a pass, Martini! What a try! Hammond! Pull down the hammer, Martini! Yes, Lakim Chana!
It was great run lines there from Hammond. Hit the line at pace, and it was a nice flat ball. Like we said earlier, you want the runners to run into the space, not into the players. He ran into the space, used his feet, and basically hit that line very hard. Great try there from Dale.
Oh.
Like we said to you from the kickoff, the way they set up, they were getting back in the game. This game's not over yet.
You guys can see that every time he gets the ball, attacks the inside shoulder, right through the gap. The gas, not a problem. Try time, oh yes.
That was great work there by the Downs, taking the kick quickly to make sure they can stay in this game. And
yeah, I think they missed the conversion. Dale College are going to run. Selborne needs to make sure they score again to prevent that from happening.
It's going to be a pulsating 4 minutes left of this game, guys. 28-23, 5 points difference with 5 minutes to go.
It's going to be a humdinger. We did say this would be a humdinger of the game. Right with the restart. Less than 3 minutes left on the clock. That looks like out on the full. Mistakes like that is what makes a game change. I have to comment with the Hammond every time he gets the ball. He knows exactly where to run.
He's been great today. He's had 2 or 3 great line runs up at their side on the front foot. Him and Gokra have been fantastic on the breaks. They've had 2 breaks themselves, and I think each of them have scored a try today, and they've been really playing well now. So ball down, halfway line, ball in the favour of the Dale side. I can guarantee you now they will run the ball from where they are.
Definitely. Centre scrum. Chances are the marker on the left-hand side. Where's Zoki? Oh, he's just over here on our side. It's going to be a pulsating end to this great fixture between these two great schools. Simikete picks up. Oh, come on. Hey, boom. Hey. Tackle made, there's still tail ball. Build up phases. Hammered again. You see, he knows how to evade tackles. Still Dale ball. Good presentation. Good depth. Ooh! Surely he's gone. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Grab him. The chase is on. Wilson is there to cover. Oh! Is it foot on the touch? Not. Selborne ball just outside their 22. Dale putting pressure. Tackle made. Dale trying to put pressure, trying to get the ball off the ruck. But Selborne, a properly well-coached team, not panicking under pressure. Going in for the ball.
Yep.
Oh, expected that. Expected that.
There was one earlier, and I think he just gave the guy a bit of credit there. And unfortunately, yet again, that one he was clearly slowing the ball down. And this is going to relieve the pressure off the Selborne side. And they're going to find touch further down in the field with this kick. You can see these boys, guys, they are hammered. It's been an absolutely pulsating game, one end to the other end. These guys are given everything today.
Definitely. That's what schools ball rugby is about. That's what rivalry is about. Selborne and Dale. It's always going to be a humdinger.
We've got a line out here now to Selborne just inside the half of the Dalians. And I can guarantee now, if it was me, keep it simple, go to the 2, and then use that driving ball that they've been worked well for them today.
Also from Dale's point of view, they have to make sure if they want to sack, they must do it legally and must do it early because the rolling maul is on the cards. All right, the sack was late. There's the rolling maul. That's where Selborne is at its strongest. Approaching the 22. Wilson, ball in hand, behind that maul. They're gaining valuable meters. Ooh. Just in the 22 and an advantage from the side. Oh, unlucky. Slow and steady, slow and steady. Play the ball out. They're just in the 22, approaching the 5-meter line. Someone in attack. Straight in. Boom! Check you later. Someone in full swing. Jamie checking his options. Taylor linking with Wilson. Is it an SS Schools thing there? Going back to the blind side. Still playing advantage. They're flooding the blind side. Oh, knocks it on. Oh, we're going to go back to the advantage. Going to go back to the advantage. Dale are giving everything for this game because should Selborne go for the 3 points? Ooh.
Tommy's up here, I think they're going for it. They tapped it, and that is the game. C2, absolutely pulsating game. It was an absolute pleasure today to sit next to you. Selborne lead this game 28-23 at the end. It was an absolutely fantastic game from both sides. Give credit to Dale. They came here with no hope to win this game. They put in some big tackles, some big hits, scored some great tries, and Selborne yet again are the dominant side at the end of the day.
Yeah, definitely. I'll give full credit to both teams. Dale College showing great finesse, showing great gut and heart to make sure that they come with the victory today. But it was unfortunate because Selborne now came out with the victory, 28 points to 23. What a great game.
Thank you, folks, and that's Coach Piwe, and he'll be having a chat to the boys at the end of the game. And we thank you for watching live with us from School Sports Live from East London. We're out.
Right, guys, Coach Time, that's a lot for tuning in. Check you later. happening?